Hi, this is Ingrid Lunden at TechCrunch, and I'm sitting here with Suneel Gupta, who is the co-founder and CEO of Rise, a hot up-and-coming startup out of San Francisco. Give us a little quick rundown for those people who don't know Rise.
Yeah, so we know it's really hard to get yourself into better health, and we know it's particularly hard if you are busy. How do you eat healthy when you're on the go all the time? And so we found that there are millions and millions of people out there that actually want to eat healthy, but we want to make it easier for them. And one of the ways we can do that is by matching them with somebody who's going to be your private coach on your phone, available for you, to be watching what you do, to be monitoring your data as well, your Fitbit data, your HealthKit data, and to be able to actually take that data and turn it into real insights. And ultimately, that's the problem we're trying to solve, which is that we all have access to lots of data now, but what do you do with that data? How do you actually make it work for you and get yourself into better health?
And the other thing is that we're all really individual, so one person's data is not going to be the same, so having a kind of live person to work with you on it.
Yeah, we're all different human beings. We need different things.
Yeah. How well have people been kind of sticking with Rise once they start? Is it like, the kind of long-term engagement? How's that been?
Yeah, it's actually been better than we thought it was going to be.
Right.
Part of the reason for that is that you are developing a real human relationship. One of the things we weren't sure about when we actually launched Rise is, hey, can you actually develop a real human relationship without ever having met somebody the way we're talking right now, or even talking to them on the phone or on FaceTime? Our platform is completely asynchronous. It feels more like Instagram than it does a medical app. And so for us, we weren't sure whether you were going to develop a real human relationship like that. But it's amazing what we've been able to see. I mean, we have people now who have been on Rise for over a year who have lost, we had somebody write in last week, he's lost 92 pounds, working with the coach now for about 7 to 8 months. And it's been incredible.
That must feel great to sort of be a part of that. It's really like a huge thing.
It is.
To be,
it is in a way that you don't hear about often, because you often see sort of before after photos. We live in an industry right now where people will advertise the fact that they've lost help people lose millions of pounds. For us, we're actually trying to meaningfully change the way that people live.
Right.
So the weight loss is the byproduct, but ultimately we've been able to help people reduce their risk for disease. We've given them more energy in their day. We've made them more productive at work. We've made them better family members. And those are the stories that matter most to us.
So I want to talk to you about two other things very quickly. Now, first one is just a kind of long-term Rise, and then I want to get to sort of your more immediate news after that. But you guys are doing a lot about around eating and diet, but there's a really adjacent thing to that is fitness, the really obvious one. Is that something you guys might move into in the future?
Yeah, so on Rise, you can log your exercise right now.
Right.
You can have any data that you have from Fitbit or from HealthKit automatically added. So we have people, for example, posting their runs passively without even have to log anything. And now your coach is going to be able to see your day from a real holistic point of view. Mm-hmm. So your food, your exercise, your water intake, even your sleep, these are all things your coach is now going to be able to pay attention to, because to your point, it all matters.
Right. It's very cool. Now, so I know that you are sort of doing this pretty interesting move now. We talked about it off camera. Tell us a little bit about Coach Line.
Yeah, so one of the things we were hearing from our members is that in the moment, when I am going into a restaurant, or I have certain things in my fridge and I want to figure out what to cook, I need somebody to answer me almost immediately. And is it possible for us to create a service that is going to be able to answer a question that you have in near real time, and do it in a personalized way with really good information, highly curated? And what we developed was a service called Coach Line, which we've been beta testing with our existing Rise members. So if you're an existing Rise member, you also have service through the tap of a button to be able to ask an expert a question about really anything related to sort of your food, diet, exercise. We want to expand that service and have that more broadly available. So what we're testing beginning today is having that available via SMS. And so we have a group of people right now who are beta testing. You don't even have to enter the Rise app. All you have to do is text a phone number, and an expert will answer your question.
And so you guys are doing a sort of special deal, sort of free for TechCrunch, for people watching this if they do a code, or?
Yeah. So for people watching this,
Yeah.
I will give a phone number to you. You can have people text that phone number,
right?
And they can answer any question they want. You had a question earlier on today.
It's kind of amazing. I put in a question about gluten-free options at Flour and Water, which is a restaurant in San Francisco, and came back kind of almost immediately with like 3 or 4 delicious sounding things, so
yeah,
definitely works.
And that's been the most common thing, actually.
Yeah.
You know, for people who are going to a lunch meeting or going to dinner with friends or going to happy hour,
yeah.
I'm going to this restaurant, I'm gluten-free or gluten-sensitive, or I'm following the paleo diet. What can I eat off the menu?
Right.
Help me understand that. And you'll have an expert text you back with good options.
Yeah, or like, I've got these ingredients in my fridge.
Exactly.
What do I make?
Exactly.
I have that problem a lot.
What do I make in 20 minutes or less?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put a lot of effort into this. And again, it really ties back to Rise's mission, which is, how do we make it simpler for you to be healthier?
Yeah, a good eater and healthier in general.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Suneel. It's been lovely to have you.
It's been good to be
luck.
here. Thanks.
TechCrunch Disrupt.